Wow, Christmas and New Year are right around the corner. So exciting, right? I love this special time of the year. Are you and your team taking advantage of these off days to reflect and tackle a New Year practice marketing plan? In this very special podcast, we compiled our top 3 New Year's resolutions that every practice marketer should be pinning to their fridge door for 2020. Have a listen and refresh your strategy and make this new year your best one yet.
Welcome to the Online Marketing for Doctors podcast, the place to grow and scale profitable practices with your show hosts, Huyen Truong and Steve Tate.
Hello and welcome back to another Online Marketing for Doctors podcast show. I'm your host, Stephen Tate, and my co-host from the intro is Huyen Truong. And we'd like to take this opportunity to thank you, our podcast listeners, for your support over the last 2 years of the show. And we're looking forward to a great new year in 2020 with a lot more amazing content that we're producing for this channel so it can continue to be the best resource for you to learn how to automate, grow, and scale your practice.
We are spending these last few days in our office and studio to record this special podcast for you as a small gift to all the healthcare practices out there who have been listening and supporting our podcast channel. For us, we made a commitment to producing consistent content no matter what day or occasion it is, and your support has helped validate the effort. And it is New Year soon, which means that some of you, that means a new batch of resolutions. New Year's resolutions are a tricky bit to tackle. We often, inspired by the champagne and fireworks, make bold statements and impractical goals, of which we end up falling short within weeks.
But with a bit of forward thought, I've seen firsthand how carefully guided resolutions can make a tangible difference for you and your business. There are a few more days left until January, so this is the perfect downtime to reflect on your year in 2019 and enter 2020 with a well-crafted marketing strategy that will take your competition by storm. And by starting your planning now, it will give you an invaluable head start. To help inspire you, we've got 3 great New Year's resolutions that can take your 2020 to the next level.
First of all, you need to seriously audit all of your activities within any given day of running your business. It could be checking emails, training new staff, consulting new patients, screening new employees, working on your new website, outreaching to referral partners. Whatever it is, we want you to go away and do an audit of those activities, really to get a bird's-eye perspective of how you are currently spending your time and where your energy is going. And once you write that all down, then what I want you to do is circle the items that are responsible for bringing in the revenue. What we will be accomplishing here is the 80-20 analysis of your activities using the Pareto Principle. The Pareto Principle, for those who don't know, suggests that roughly 80% of the effect come from 20% of the causes.
So in this exercise, we want to identify what are the things that are moving the needle and actually bringing in sales. What's that majority 80%? And what are the 20% of the activities that you're doing that are generating the 80% of the results for your business? And then essentially we want you to eliminate and delegate anything else. All that grunt work or errands that you are doing in the business that are not bringing in sales. That's what you want to hire people and delegate to, right? It means that you, as the founder or practice owner, need to focus on the most highly leveraged activities that you can, which is grow the revenue of the practice.
Actually, we talk about how to buy back your time so you can scale your practice up in our podcast number 11. We'll leave the link to our show note so you can check it out. It's a very helpful podcast that outlines easy strategy and ideas for gaining back your time, for all allowing you to focus more time on the tasks that matter to your business. Start your 2020 by focusing on those tasks. the second resolution that we'd like you to do is to do an audit on your performance against the 4 essential practice marketing pillars: internal, external or community marketing, digital marketing, and referral partnership building. What have you done in these areas? And which activities generated good traction? And then work on a plan on how to improve those activities even further next year.
Yeah, let us quickly walk you through what these pillars are. Number 1 was digital marketing or web-based marketing. This consists of things like your website content marketing, search marketing, and social media, anything that revolves around your digital footprint. Number 2 is external or community marketing. Now, this can include sort of public speaking, event sponsoring, local community events such as visiting or delivering seminars, screening events at nursing homes, local schools, libraries, local private and public hospitals, anything that has a sort of community outreach involved. And if you have more resources, you can also consider local or niche newspaper articles, niche magazines, local TV or radio interviews, and more. All of this serves to establish yourself as an active presence in your community. Again, keeping yourself in the forefront of people's minds. Now, number 3 is internal marketing. Now, this is the nurturing and promoting of services to existing patients and their referrals. And this can be done both through online and offline channels. And then finally, number 4 was the physician referral marketing. So this is the efforts that you're putting in to gain the trust of other physicians to refer patients to you.
Yes, in marketing, it's very critical that you'll be able to track the performance of each marketing activity you do, so you know what works and what doesn't. We're going to talk about the top 4 essential pillars of practice marketing that you need to master in our next upcoming podcast number 43, so please look out for that. After serious contemplating and evaluating these first 2 resolutions, what we want you to do next is to think about this one major thing that can help you to scale your practice, which is automation. Our question to you is, have you automated your practice?
Yeah, automation can happen in many different aspects of the practice. It will save you a lot of time and increase your new patient conversion rates and existing patient retention. There are 3 aspects of automation that you need to master: lead generation, lead follow-up and nurturing, and existing patient retention. Now let's take a closer look at them. Number 1 was lead generation. The critical part of lead generation is a sales funnel. Now, what is that? Simply put, a sales funnel illustrates the ideal journey that your prospects go through on their way to becoming your customer. We elaborated on this topic in quite a lot of detail in our podcast number 26, Sales Funnels, and how it can help to grow your practice on autopilot. We'll leave a link to it in our show notes below so you can check it out after this podcast.
A sales funnel helps you build relationship with prospects and nurture them until they're ready to be your patients. Relationships are a fundamental aspect of all types of businesses, both online and offline, referral or partnership building. With a good sales funnel, you spend less time closing a lead because these leads will be nurtured along through your sales funnel already. And 90% of them sold on what your sales funnel is providing even before they come and see you. The important part of a sales funnel is having a great lead magnet, which can be a foot in the door or front-end offer. Either way, it has to be irresistible in order for a prospect to sign up for your lead magnet. These lead magnets can be special webinars, special reports, ebooks, videos that help to address a prospect pain points or low-cost new patients offer, etc. and etc. Now, speaking of the sales funnel.
Are you looking to increase your authority, engagement, and convert more products and referrals without spending more of your valuable time? What you need is a marketing system that can run on autopilot and generate revenue 24/7 for your practice. What simple marketing is this, you might ask? Through our years of promoting practices and running our own successful digital marketing agency, we have discovered the marketing system that you need to make this happen. We've documented all of our knowledge about this wonderful marketing system, our best strategies, tactics, processes, and templates in our signature, highly compact online course called Automated Webinar Sales Funnel That Converts. How to use webinars to increase your patients and referrals. Automate your marketing to leverage your time and scale your practice. In this course, we provide you with all of the information and templates that you need in an easy-to-follow, step-by-step process so that you can create your own effective webinar sales funnel within just a few hours. Once done, this incredibly powerful set it and forget it sales funnel will run in the background and generate new patient inquiries for your practice automatically. If this interests you, we'd like to invite you to this link, www.onlinemarketingfordoctors.com/webinar-sales-funnel-course. You can sign up for this course so that we can send you the almost done for you webinar sales funnel to start generating new patients on autopilot in 2 weeks' time. We hope to see you there.
Yes, that course can really help a practice that is looking to automate through webinars really grow and scale quickly. But let's get back to the podcast. Now, once you have a lead caught by your lead magnet at the top of your sales funnel, to nurture them further along your sales funnel, we need to automate a series of communications as part of a lead follow-up and nurturing process. Now, this can be done through many means, like an SMS reminder of a special offer, or sending out relevant, valuable information emails that tap into the core questions that prospects may have in their mind about a treatment or procedure. Then, we can further add them into ongoing communications through a newsletter that's ideally sent fortnightly, even though a lot of practices just want to send it out only every quarter or every month. Sending these newsletters can all be automated and planned ahead of time to save your practice time, so it isn't too difficult to add more regular emailing communication. And finally, once we manage to get these leads converted into paying patients, we need to nurture these relationships, building a strong bond and make sure that we have a high existing client retention rate and referral rate.
And finally, a very important part of automation that you need to set up for increasing your existing patient retention. A lot of times, practices do very well with appointment reminders via calls, emails, SMS, which can be generated from their patient management software. However, a lot of the practices miss after appointment follow-up. This is to check in to see if they have good experience, and if they do, we can send out an SMS and an email to them for them to rate the experience and leave reviews on Google and Facebook for the practice. It should be done immediately after the patient checks out at the reception desk, and the system should send out this automated message immediately.
Even better than that, if you can schedule a couple of relevant, helpful pieces of content to send the day before and after a surgery or a treatment day, that's even better. For example, if the patient is scheduled to have breast surgery, a week before the scheduled date, you can send out a couple of emails or SMSs to check in and send them some relevant, useful information about the surgery preparation. This could be in the form of a quick video like, when can I go back to work after a breast and tummy tuck surgery? Or a day after the surgery, send a different email and SMS for the practice about, something like breast surgery post-operative care. How do you take care of your breasts after surgery? But you can go further than that and email or SMS to check in to see how a patient is feeling on the 4th and 7th day post-care and send relevant, useful information if needed. This is to make sure that the patient has a smooth experience prior to and after treatment or surgery. And it will definitely make patients feel more special and cared for. And the great thing about it is that you can set it up to run automatically.
Pretty easy stuff. Now it's all over to you. It's your time to take 2020 by storm. Yes, those resolutions made at midnight as another year ticks over don't always go to plan. But making attainable goals is a sure way to transform your practice for the better. In my experience, the first step is always to review your recent efforts. What worked this year and what didn't? Perhaps you have new services or a refreshed target market. Assess where you are and how things are going and where you want to be this time next year. Then start thinking about the fine details, where you'll be focusing on your resources, what actually needs to be done to make all of your goals possible. Where do I start?
We have helped countless clients turn their online marketing strategies around, and in my experience, these 3 steps are powerful ways to make a real difference in a practice's growth potential. They are tangible steps that don't cost much money and are easy to implement with benefits that last well beyond the time it takes to reach them. Set aside last year's struggles and challenges and power through with an online marketing strategy that actually works in 2020. Believe me, it'll pay off.
Well, unfortunately, our special podcast today has come to an end. We'd like to take this opportunity to thank you, our listeners, for following our show for the past year. We receive a lot of positive feedback from this healthcare community, and that's motivated us immensely. And we promise to deliver even more awesome content in 2020 as our ongoing effort to help you, the healthcare practices, to automate, grow, and scale your practices.
Happy New Year!
Thank you for listening to the Online Marketing for Doctors podcast with Huyen Truong and Steve Tate. Be sure to check out the archive section on our website for previous episodes at onlinemarketingfordoctors.com/podcast. And subscribe to the show so we can catch you at the next episode.